Have you gone to her parents' place to actually introduce yourself and say, you know what, I have intentions of wanting to marry your daughter?
No, but she asked me to meet her mom on FaceTime.
If she's a guest in your house, treat her as such.
2 days, bro.
She's not supposed to touch anything.
2 days.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
Mics are open. Episode 132.
Yes, sir.
132? Yes.
132, yes.
Back in the building. It was Straseman USIU edition, maze. I won't say it's a USIU edition, but my name is Andy Young.
Austin.
Neville, tuseme tu ni watu wa mkono.
KYM.
Hey,
Is that what you think of the production guys?
Yes.
nimesema sisi.
Yes.
Sijasema
Just say
wewe.
yes. Just say yes, we move
Mimi
on.
nasema sisi kwa sababu mimi pia nasaidia kutoa equipment. So ni sisi.
Austin unasema aje
The
maze?
best thing about
good,
a production set for me has to be behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Us who are here in front of the camera, sisi ni talent 1, 2 or 3, but wasako behind the scenes post production and production in the moment.
Ona.
The real MVPs. So
Maze.
Austin, bambika hapo leo.
Like una check his
Fungua
story to
roho
cut you
leo.
short. One of their guys maze say is hollering at all the shorties maze.
Yeah, shout out to
Madem wote wameingia wanamsalimia hata ametutoka ashaenda.
shout out to everyone who's come through.
Yes, Kukito is where we are.
Kukito
Yeah,
is
man.
where we are.
Yes.
And they've been kind enough to lend us their space.
Yes, sir.
And also their food. We've eaten.
Yes.
A1. Oh, guys, by
Chips,
the way, you should
bajia
come
every
out.
time.
Yeah, come out to try out the food. Their bajias, their chicken.
Kwanza hizo bajia bro. Oh
You know,
my
a good thing
god.
about this sport is the fact that, you know, when I was growing up, I always was wondering, damn, when you're taking people out for a date, you must mind your pocket, nini. But when you come here, prices ziko displayed.
Maze nimecheck the
Ukinunua
menu.
chips
I've seen
and
the
this
menu.
and
I'm
this,
like, yo.
you know how much you're gonna
Yo.
spend. So mfuko iko sawa. So for
Maze.
me, this is a must recommend. Come to Kukito. We're right here at Hurlingham, just at the Total
Bana.
petrol station. Kuna moja Tao. Okay, feel Ferrari imeisha Tao.
Pit stop.
Ingia hapo manze Tao pia iko. So and also watu wangu wa Ruaka Gigiri.
Wale gigiri maze gigiri
Right at
massive.
at the Ruby's petrol station, you find yourself a Kukito. This is the third one. It's 1 week old.
1 week old maze.
Meals for as low as 280 bob.
Yeah.
So it's the only place to be. Plus, you know, mics are open. We're always the guys who are
Bana.
opening.
Kazi
We're
yetu
the
ni
openers.
kufungua.
Sindio.
Sisi ndio-
Tunafanya ile kitu maze.
The pesetas.
In English, a bottle opener. What is it called?
Yeah,
It's
what's
just a bottle opener.
Okay, good. Bottle opener. Improved on my
Bottle.
English.
Bottle.
Bottle.
Oh. Cheki, hautatusumbua Austin.
Bo-
You will not
Boti,
disturb us.
Boti.
Communication was achieved at the end of the day. Anyway, Austin,
Boti.
unasemaje maze? This was not intended.
This was not intended.
Things
but
just happened. Yeah.
It's the production edition. And
Yeah.
what the
Product
DOP
shizzle.
what the DOP said, since the old geezers are away, hey, you know what? You do your
Katambe
thing.
sana.
Yeah,
Yo,
Kaende
this
kakienda.
reminds me, I have a friend who once worked for a certain media outlet, and they had this online series going on. So he was part of the crew. This one time, one of the talents fails to show up.
Yeah.
You know, and the producer goes like, I'm sorry, but you have to come from behind the camera and just do the damn thing. And it was, I don't know, if it were me, meningeakataa by
I'm
the
not
way.
gonna lie, it's very difficult.
Really?
You guys make it look so easy.
Oh, thank you.
We are behind the scenes criticizing you. We are saying, oh, no
English
sheng,
only, English only.
This is an international podcast.
International.
But then when
International.
all the lights are on, the camera is set, rolling on you, bro.
It's just you and the people looking,
everything
bro.
just goes numb and you go blank. Trust me, guys, it's not easy as it looks on TV.
But anyway, how's your week been? Acha tuanzie hapo, because that's how we break the ice. Just catch up, nini. Also, this is going to be a very interesting edition because you're the only dad here, and ume cover place ya Calvin. Calvin is the only dad we usually have on the pod.
Yeah.
So expect
Damn,
a couple
G's
of
not a
random. Biological father. We love you, G.
By virtue of him raising a lot of us. So
yeah. But how's your week been, bro?
My week has been hectic, but I've been doing a lot of things that I love. 80% being production, and aside from that, I'm just happy with the tangent that my life is taking right now.
Oh my God, take him, Maze.
Wow.
Take him.
Happy with the tangent. We'll accept it.
Yo,
We'll
are
accept
there
it.
fine babes in your office or something? Like, bro, did you hit up someone,
Yeah,
something
something
different
fun.
that happened?
There's a fun side to
You work in a government office, right?
Yes.
There's no fun there.
Maze, like, how do you work
Like,
with,
bribes being thrown left, right, allegedly.
having
my
beautiful
8 to
babes in
5
the office?
My 8 to 5 involves relating to a lot of people.
Okay.
So I have to be tip top in whatever it is that I say, and I have to be cognizant of the fact that I am relating to a number of people. So I have to be well knowledgeable with a lot of things. Hence,
Aish. Bro, I'm saying, well, you should be a
Well
lecturer, bro.
so yeah,
Austin, you always
in a
want
nutshell,
TRG.
my week has been okay.
Neville, no say, Mazi, I'm coming back to you. No say, Mazi, how's your week been?
Week
School?
has been okay.
Mulifanya
Let's
exams,
not talk
umepass,
about school.
umefail.
Let's not talk about school.
The
but-
shorties you've been talking to.
Nah. All that is good. But anyway, interesting conversation during the week has been outside. Like, outside is open. We're out there. Concerts are finally coming back.
Bruh.
So for me, I've just been just trying to situate myself to try to get a bag. So
Unapanga budget.
apart from
Is the
that,
rate card,
it's just that
has the rate card gone up
of
already?
course, it always goes up. Always up. Every
Yesterday's is
gig I
not
do,
today's,
I add
bro.
something there. So better book me now.
Before you pande tena.
So for me, when I talk about that, I've just been thinking of what will I wear to gigs that are going to happen. My monies, it's back to that season where, yes, it's out there, we are sherehe, it's festivities, it's party time. But now I'm also like, damn, NSG are coming. Adekunle Gold is here. And I'm sure other artists will be, announced
Yeah.
as well. So, if there's a time where I'm keeping my monies ever close to me, Nisai.
So take it. I'm glad you let us to Ray events. You'll be emceeing at the Adekunle Gold.
You'll be DJing,
event. I'll be
Crouchy
DJing.
too.
Acha, relax.
Jimani too.
The whole squad is gonna be
Wasandra
there.
atakuwa pale pia.
I want to know how many babes have hit you up that you haven't been talking to. Hey Nev,
Wow.
I see you'll be emceeing at.
Ni sawa, hii swali inakuja kwako pia Andy, but it's the usual. I feel as if people never learn. Is it complimentary or atupe wangu sote? Like, when you're part
Yeah,
of
the
an event,
complimentary is your pocket.
Yeah.
You get the tickets.
when
Buy
you're-
the tickets.
When you're at an event and you're part of an event, for me, okay, yes, I do want my people to come through. I want my friends to come through. But at the same time, I want the business to be supported. I can't
Yeah.
bring 50 of my friends because we know the organizer or because I'm a part of it. So for me, wale watu niko close to now, they'll get their share. And then if I have those extras, of course, I'm gonna be like Jesus, 2 tickets, 5,000 people, and do the thing. But yes, those messages have been coming along. This time it's really simple, walai. Sasa inakwambia tu wenyewe sina, but when kama inaweza, itaweza. You are a DJ. Are the ladies telling you they want to wipe your sweat while you're
Mazen, that's why I'm worried. No one is asking. No one is asking for tickets,
Nobody
bro.
is
I'm
like,
worried.
can't carry a laptop.
It's dry, man. Anyway, I've got maybe 2, 3 friends just asking Wagwan.
Yeah.
And I'm happy about that because I don't have people around me who are just lacking at waiting for, damn, you'll be DJing. Hey, Wagwan for that.
Yeah.
Which leads me to the next conversation question, whatever you want to call it. Say,
I just see
umekuwa
how subtly you just pushed me away.
Azizi, I haven't pushed you.
Austin has
Nilikwambia I'm coming
never
back to
get
you.
asked for
Oh,
anything.
I have plans
Wow.
for you. I have plans for you, bro. I have big plans for you. Sasa cheki. There's this story you've been marking on for such a long time as a mission failed. You've tried time and again. And then after some time, ka glow up, kapesa, umenawa uso, nini, sabuni me come through. Man's looking nice and clean. And then now, the shorties that you were hollering at that time that couldn't even give you the time of day. Ako kwa DM like, Adekunle Gold, baby. AG, baby.
Mimi ni kama
Okay,
Tom Cruise.
okay.
Hakuna mission impossible.
Come on, man. Come on.
But I understand where you're coming from and what you're saying. For me personally, mi ni mse understanding. Mi ni mse wa different world views. For me, I'm all about, if you use me, I'm gonna use you. So if that's how you're moving, trust me, I see snakes from a mile away. So for me, na feel kama mimi ni mjanja. Sisemi najua ujanja yote. But I see like the people who are asking me for tickets, I know those ones who have 100% chance of getting and those who have 0% chance of getting.
Judge and jury.
Type of thing. But yeah, it's just in a oh wow.
Yo, it's a busy day. It's a busy day.
We're outside. We're really outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, but personally, I usually have that aspect of revenge. Like, like if before I was Neville on radio, blah blah blah, nonsense, goat. Before all that, maybe you weren't giving me the time of day. But now, since we have different platforms and whatnot, and you wanna mess with me, me say.
You'll entertain.
I'll entertain it. I'll do what's guaning, what's nini, and then I'll just leave you where you were at the first place. So for me, najua hiyo maneno. So personally,
Austin, please tell me you have some pride in you. Please tell me you have some pride left in you, bro.
First things first, I always stay true to the day ones.
Okay.
So
okay.
There's no way that I'm going to leave the one person that has always believed in me, even when I was down, to go for somebody else who's seeing the glow up right now. There's been a process to that. So if I'm going to ditch this day one person of mine, mwenye tulikuwa tunakula omena na yeye, the one that we eating fingerlings with, it will be as if I'm disrespecting her, and there's no loyalty in that, and I believe in loyalty. Yeah.
What if ule day one, like auko hapo, like you're not there, you don't have at your day one ati I have someone I've been riding with nini. What if you're not there with them and you can actually get into that space with that person that you wanted to hook up with the other time?
I think the level of maturity that I have attained right now, I cannot allow myself to be with somebody that I am not emotionally or intellectually attached to.
Tuseme, cheki, usicomplicate kitu.
I'm not complicating anything.
Dem ameiva, like you're still sexually attracted to her?
Still.
Hesitated, my man hesitated.
No, still,
okay.
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I'll not allow myself to put myself in a compromising situation. In as much as we are still sexually attractive, there's some sexual tension between us.
Yeah.
I don't have any emotional attachment to you. So there's no way that I'm going to be leading you on in the name of keeping up with the Johnsons.
And
bro, no. Like maintain the same energy, bro. Kama ulinikata before the globe, before the money came, before God gave me a beard. Kata huko maze, like that Andy that you didn't like, I'm sorry, he's gone. He's gone. This new one can't access. I'm sorry, but vile ulinitreat kitambo, I won't hold it against you because we are all at different stages in life at the same time. Mali mimi nilikuwa ile time, you are at a very different space, at a very different place. Inaweza kuwa sahi, you're more mature, you're more responsible, you're more genuine. So I'll assess the situation, but I'll with me, I have the lesson.
Let me ask you this. You may think back. Do you remember the girls you used to have like a relationship with in like primary and high school? Do you remember? Do you remember like some of them or some of their faces and likeness? You remember them? Yes.
Yes.
They started after high school, but yes.
Yes. Was there maybe one of them that you wanted to get at but you didn't get at?
Of course.
Because maybe they were not maybe your type at that particular time.
Yes. Oh.
Alafu, right now, you know, we're outside, we've joined uni, we're in the workspace. You meet this person. You know, maybe it's a high school, maybe you all were girlfriend and boyfriend in primary or high school, or maybe alikuwa na boyfriend and you all knew you liked each other, but there was no that space. But then you meet in the outside world. Would you want to pursue that?
Damn, na nilikukata mara ya kwanza? No, how did things go the first time?
That's why I'm saying, I've explained to you many scenarios. There's one scenario where you had someone else, but we know we liked each other. There's another scenario of maybe we couldn't make it happen. So I'm just asking you, like, would you pursue a primary school relationship of someone you had seen? You're like, hey, damn, when I was in Primo, I liked you, or I was thinking about you to be my girlfriend or something like that.
Yes, I would. I definitely would. Inaweza onekana maybe you hadn't finished business or something.
Kwa hivyo kama mse kama hakuna like a glow up, you accept that person back.
Yes.
Okay.
Cause maze at the end of the day Mr. Kangi kuwa around people who are superficial. Miss your story because it would also say a lot about you if you carry a certain energy around you ukiwa tuseme umeglow up. Kila mse tuseme amekuwa na glow up yake.
Yeah, kila mse ameglow up.
But usikae ni kama ambaye you're the only person who glowed up. So if you carry that energy, because it also comes from the other side. If you carry that energy with you, then I'm sorry. Hata kama I don't want to mess with you, that would be the only reason as to why I don't. But other than that, hey, let's kick it, man.
Personally, I remember when I used to live in Casa a long time ago. There used to be this shorty in the estate who everybody wanted, and at that time, you know, the baddest guy in the yard, in the hood, usually gets this particular girl. And this time, this baddest guy in the hood had like a movie shop. So alikuwa like up there. Movie shop guys were top
different, man.
If you own the movie shop, you know the kind of level you are in a circle, in a society. You know, shout out movie guys. Squeeze ni 30 bob, ama ni 20 bob.
Bro, they still exist. I was shocked.
Bob,
I was shocked that they still exist. I don't know the price.
But yeah, so in this hood, kulikuwa na udem alikuwa, you know, So and me, I usually admired this girl, and you know, from time to time, I'd see her, say hi, but there was not that connection. That was long time ago. Flashback, fast forward to 2020. I meet this lady, and she's okay. She's no longer having that maneno ya mtaani. She's all good. She's
dropped the hose.
She's pursuing her own thing. She's looking good. Yo, fam, when we started talking, the connection was there instantly, and you know, I had to pursue and see, and see where it goes, because I was just like, damn, kitam, like long time, I couldn't, you know, actualize this ka fantasy of some sort. But sahi manzeni mekuona ume, and it's not that you glow up or something, it's just that at that time hakukuwa na ile opportunity
but kama ulininyima yote itakuwa ngumu sana. Austin unasemaje?
So what I'm gathering from you guys is that you only follow up with something that was unfinished.
If you want to.
If the job is not done.
But you see, those are different energies, and those are different levels of people at different... Okay, I wanted to use a very difficult word.
Use it.
Tumia bana, watajua ulienda USIU. Epochs.
We have our own PLO.
Tatueleze hizi vitu man. It's not just the listener who's not.
I think as you grow, you become more mature, more wiser, and you become a different person from yesterday.
Yes.
The Andy I knew yesterday is not the same as Andy I know today.
So, true. The Austin I knew in USIU is not the same Austin. Austin ulikuwa mtiaji campus guy.
Alikuwa mbona tumia past tense.
Present continuous.
Okay.
But yeah, continue.
You change. You're not a rigid being. So in as much as you'd want to change, I don't think pursuing it is...
Austin najua umepursue. I know you have pursued.
I have.
Me and you have started
remember when we were at Java, he told us he juggled 10 shorties.
It did.
I'd say 100.
Oh yeah,
I
50.
did, yes. But it doesn't mean that it ended up well. Some of them, 60% didn't end up well.
But there's those that ended well.
Yes.
Okay. So you would pursue something that...
Right now, no. I would.
Right now, no. Stick to it, Austin. And let me ask you this. Would something else that is your type... Do you have a type?
Yes.
You have a type?
Yes.
How did you arrive to this type? How did you come to these qualities and you are like, I need someone who is ambitious, who is clean, who is... These qualities, where did you pick them up?
From my resume, I have sampled...
Resume of the ladies.
A number.
Resume.
Quite a number.
Culture.
So I have arrived at an algorithm that is...
It works palatable to you.
Damn, I
that is palatable to my taste.
That is palatable to my taste. Oh, so I like that. So you personally would say you have a type?
Yes, I do.
Andy, do you have a type?
Types.
Thank you. Types ni wengi.
Plural.
For me personally, I had this conversation with Andy and a few other friends, and I was like, damn. When I was growing up, when I was younger, 16, 17, 18, there was a type in my mind of a shorty that I would like. But then now when I'm in my 25s, I'm like, damn, maybe I want a wider selection from the candy bar. You know, I want to sample the many fudge cakes.
The taste buds.
And I'm a sweet tooth. You know? So over time, the perception or the thought of having a type has kind of eroded in my mind. Hey, guys, eroded in my mind.
The effect of having Austin on the podcast.
Yeah, yes. So I don't know if you gents feel the same way, or you've just been having that thing of type in your mind and you're just sticking to it, and that's what you're pursuing.
Let me ask you, with the many types that you have, I'll tell you about mine. With the many types that you have, do you have like a favorite type? For example, like when you had this conversation your time, maybe I use this fruit analogy, like neza penda bananas, then you know also like pineapples, avocados, some apples over there. But I have a favorite fruit.
Like let me say personally, there are ladies who I want to say wako na confidence, yani wamejiamini.
Okay, when you're discussing about type, are we discussing about the physical traits or
bro, we are mashing them up.
We're mashing them up.
Yeah, we are mashing. It can be vitu za ndani na pia vitu za nje.
Okay, so
like the example I'm about to give you, like for me personally, when I think of like when a confident lady approaches me, that is already kwangu mimi nishaingia box. Like hata hujasema kitu, wewe umekam, like you have approached me and you're about to say the first thing, I'm inside the box. Padlock tu ndo imekosa, you get. So for me that is already, if a confident woman is able to step up to me, nimeingia box.
That's
same
a big
thing
plus.
too. If a big booty girl passes by at the same time this confident lady is approaching me, I'm gonna be torn between the two. But you understand, because both of them are things that I like. You know, in the buffet, you gotta pick a mokimo, you gotta pick a sausage, you gotta pick, you know, fruit salad, cakes, and many different things. So for me personally, sometimes huwa zinapigana, zinagongana. So ile itaweza, but kuna zengine.
So you don't have like a personal favorite?
Kuna ile naona,
I feel like you do, Neville. I feel like you do.
Hizo ni maybe preferences in the type. But I wouldn't say like niko na ile ati in your type yangu, you know. So for me personally, that's how I feel. How do you feel, bro?
Ngoja, Austin, you've never felt like, damn, maybe I need to, you know, try out a couple of different things and admit that, you know what, maybe I don't just like apples. I also like apples with, you know, something
like
else.
a fruit salad.
Yeah.
You know. Mix them all up.
if you'd have asked me that question when I was 25 or 24, then I'd say
Fruit
yes.
salad.
Nothing against 25s and 24s,
I
man.
have
Ban
nothing
all of it.
personal. Please live your life.
Show my picture.
But slap it. Wrap
Wrap it
Rub
up.
before you
it up.
slap.
Yeah. But my type would be a sapiosexual woman.
Okay.
Somebody who can hold a conversation and a strong woman at that as well.
Like physically anapika ugali kule sufuria kubwa ama.
Intellectually strong,
Okay.
that you can actually she can tell you that, okay, babe, this is what we need to do with this money. I understand that you need to get the
Rolex.
the new Air Max, the new
Yeah.
Rolex, the new Apple Watch.
Yeah.
But this money would be wisely invested
Yeah.
if we put it away for, say, your son's education or your mom's insurance, or we start a business venture together. That to me is a solid type for me. I don't care about the physical traits. The physical
Okay.
traits, yes, those ones they can range. But as long as you're
Pale juu upstairs. Yeah.
you're intellectually not dense.
Okay.
Me, I'm easy with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
don't care about the physical traits.
I feel like you do. I feel all black men do care, but for you, maybe the mental ndio imepita, because I feel what you're feeling. I'm a sexual as well, because mentally, maze, you can have the pengest babe in the room, but tukianza kubonga, kuna disconnect kubwa sana, and it happens a lot. It's so sad, but inabidi ukubali. I'm nothing against her, cause kuna mse atadaisha vibes zake na yeye willing buyer, willing seller. Yo sikatai. But like you said, I'm also looking for someone who intellectually, mentally, tunaweza fika level fulani tubonge, cause mi ni mse napenda humor sana. I love sarcasm. And if there's one thing I don't like, na nitawauliza. I imagine having a conversation with a shorty and you have to explain a joke. Unacheki like she misses the whole thing, misses the humor, misses the joke, and then maybe hapo kulikuwa na line maze, so pia line ime over her head.
Okay.
You know, so such things ndo zinanifanya nielewe kitu Austin anasema, but at the same time I get where Neville is coming from, cause damn, The booty door.
Manze nimekuwa nikisample.
He belongs to the streets.
Nah, man. Oops. The city is mine.
You belong to the world, eh?
Yeah, the city is mine.
Do the thing.
So I don't know. I don't know if it's because of.
Come back from this one.
I don't know if it's because of, in the supermarket, usually some ladies would try our new bread. And then they give you the bread, free sampling. So I think I've been sampling free things that, type kidogo imekuwa vague. But
nakupata bro.
But I like what Austin has said, really important, that zile attributes za ndani,
yes,
they matter way more than physical. Because as we know now, physical, we can repair that, we can shape it up, we can make it the way the world deems beautiful and whatnot. So for me, I would want to say that hizo za ndani attributes, as Austin has said, a woman who speaks up, confident, blah, 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 family oriented, and things like that come first. Then the physical aspect. So, sasa tumetoka hiyo conversation, mume swim kidogo, but ni sawa. Another one.
Komatope maze, in the mud.
If she spends more than 2 days in your house and does no cleaning whatsoever, you need to drop her. Austin, the floor is yours.
She is not your slave.
Wait.
She is not your slave.
Let the man speak. I want to hear this.
So, if she's your visitor, is she your wife?
She's not my wife.
Exactly.
Did she use a plate and a spoon?
Can I please finish?
Okay.
Have you gone to her parents' place to actually introduce yourself and say, you know what, I have intentions of wanting to marry your daughter?
No, but she asked me to meet her mom on FaceTime.
If she's a guest in your house, treat her as such.
2 days, bro.
She's not supposed to touch anything.
2 days.
Well,
Exactly.
I
We're
don't
not
know
talking
how
about
many
our-
things-
If she's come to your house, cook
She's
for
not
her,
even touching.
Bana.
take care of her.
Even the meat.
Anything?
No. By the way, let me just put it out there.
Yeah.
Ladies, please learn a thing or two about even kwa kitchen. We know the 21st century woman, your place is not the kitchen, but at least jua kitu kidogo kwa kitchen.
Even boil with
Umefanywa ile
water.
kitu maze.
You have been
But
Bro, there's
Take it.
there's some
Let me tell you.
instances that you just ask yourself, okay, what did I get myself into?
let me tell you what
Unapata,
you did.
you get
Austin.
somebody cooking for you, you ask them, hey babe, can you please make me scrambled eggs? They make scrambled eggs with soup. Or they give you an ugali. I'm a guy from Western. I love ugali. They wanna kupikia ugali yenye
Really
iko na
kufanya-
flour.
aliweka
iko na
supu
flour
kwa mayai.
katikati. It has flour right in the middle. So that's what I'm saying. If she's your guest, just take care of her. Show
Austin,
her the way.
first of all,
just what
okay,
I'm just
okay,
finishing. I'm just
okay.
wrapping it up.
Okay.
Show her the way around your house. Mwambie, okay, this is how I do my things. For the first 3 visits that she comes over, okay. Unamwambia, okay, I understand that you are my guest, but this is the way that I love laying out my bed. This is how I love arranging
This is the minute she walks in, or after 1 hour, after the first round.
On the third
On the
visit.
third.
After the first round.
On the third visit. Yes.
Oh, okay.
First round. You
On
take
the third
it.
visit. But
As you
also,
get ready for round 2, sitaki kuona
I
ile
like
carpet
to-
kika hivyo.
it's
Ile ni nini maze?
it's chivalry to actually take
Where's
care
your
of
wig
girl.
on my TV?
It's chivalry
Okay,
to
I
take care of your
understand
girl.
that, bro. But also, let's get there. Let me bring it to another scenario, and then you tell me. Let's say you've cooked a good meal, nini. Y'all are eating. Y'all are done eating, and then it's been 3 days now. There's no even you're gonna wash the dishes or you're
Move a
gonna.
muscle, bro.
She's not my wife.
Aye.
So only your wife washes the dishes in your house.
I will help. I will assist her.
Okay.
Wait.
Let's get this straight. We are not in this relationship as master and slave.
It's probably not
He
even
had
a
a serious
relationship.
We are
relationship.
equal.
It's
We are equal
unlevel.
partners. We are equal partners.
Equal
carry a
Austin,
bag and
sasa
come.
acha nikuulize. See them, it's me. I've come for sleepover for 2 days.
In my house.
I don't touch
You.
nothing. Yes.
You.
Yes.
You are out the next hour.
Why the double standard, bro? Why
You're
the double
not- you're
standard?
out the next
How long
hour.
does someone need to stay in order, especially a female, in order for her to do at least some
At
one or
least
two
3
things?
visits. At least 3 visits. The first one.
Okay, let's say it's a continuous. She's staying. It's a whole week. It's a full holiday. Leave about going and coming. Let's talk about, like, let's say it's been there 4 days. Are you giving her a plate to clean?
And that's why I said date somebody who is emotionally and
No, not dating. Keep dating to the side.
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
I'm getting to that.
Okay.
Just date somebody who is intelligently aware of of their surroundings.
Okay.
If this person was intelligently aware of their surrounding,
They would have cleaned.
atajiambia, unajua nini, the bed is not made.
nisaidia.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Sasa baba
So let me
TJ.
say, you personally, for
Yeah.
you to get angry and throw someone out, how long do they have to be in your house and not clean a plate
And how
for
will
you
you
to
do
throw
it?
them out?
And how will you do it?
When the filth gets to the bathroom.
Okay. So yours is not a kitchen issue.
No, the kitchen, the living area, the bedroom, I clean them all myself. But when it gets to the bathroom, the filth gets to the bathroom. You see, that's now becomes a health hazard to
Wow,
both
the
of you.
kitchen was not a health hazard to begin.
I
Wait,
clean
take
it
it,
up.
10 sufurias were nothing.
bro.
But I like
Ile
that.
kuoga, unajua pia mtu kujistirisha. Vitu kama
I
hizo.
like that.
So hata nikuulize, umeenda out, then you've met a babe, right? You don't have all the time to try assess this babe, but you want to smash, and she's game.
Consensual.
Consensual, and then mumeenda mtaani, vibes zimeshika. Maybe you don't even want her to leave immediately
Yeah.
that
And
day.
you're cool with it.
You're cool with it. Tumemwambia, you know what? You can stay another
Piga
night.
wiki.
She doesn't touch a thing, bro. A thing. Nothing.
Hey,
Umepikia
Austin,
breko,
I
umepikia
love it.
lunch,
I
umepikia
love it.
supper.
I
Her
love
work
it.
is
Austin,
just,
stick
oh,
to
thank you,
it.
babe.
Thank you. In fact, yeah.
Analala tu, anaenda bafu, anaoga, anarudi. You'll do the damn thing, and you are servicing her,
Yeah.
and then ilikuwa lojo in short.
Yeah. You're taking care of her, the soft life.
Oh, wow. A baby
Soft
boy
life.
here.
That's the wrong guy on the podcast.
Soft life. You give them the soft life.
Nigga,
wow.
Bro, that's
2
why
days
we are
is too much.
Luo. That's why we are Luo.
No, don't put that
No.
on. No.
Wow.
Don't
That's
put
why I'm
that
called
on being Luo.
Otieno.
When I
Bro.
don't grow up.
That's why I'm called Otieno.
Cause, bro, unauliza
I like
2 days. 2 days ni mingi sana maze. 2 minutes.
Hey.
2 days is a lot.
Wallahi, we make.
She's out of the cub.
I'd give you.
No, with me, itakuwa hivi. I will not say nothing. I won't say a thing.
You see, now that's toxic.
It's not toxic. It's not toxic. I won't say a thing. But I'm not inviting you back. Cause nisha kusoma cheki.
How am I
no,
supposed
wait,
to-
wait.
how am
Hold
I-
up. You
okay.
had your time. Cheki.
Okay,
Si,
sorry.
umesema we are both adults. Si
Yeah.
ndio? Always cheki. Si umetumia zile vyombo. Wait, there's mold growing on that plate of
Why not
ugali.
communicate? Why not just say, you know what?
Communicate. That mold over there is communicating,
Unamwambia,
telling
hey,
you,
Sylvia.
wash me.
Hey, Sylvia.
That plate has been screaming
this
for
is-
2 days,
this is-
bro. Clean me, bro.
But I like that. I like that.
Unacheki. So if you can't use your common sense to see that chivalry goes both ways, by the way. Chivalry goes both ways.
Yeah, because I
two-way
expect the same treatment if I'm to go to her
No,
place.
cause unajua ni aje?
I'm not
I've been
going to
So
stretch-
let me ask you this. You go into a babe's house.
Yeah.
Maybe it's okay, let's say it's not the most sanitary, because even as gents, ladies might come to our place. Now maybe just the cleaning lady has just done her thing, but on the regular it doesn't look like that. It takes me time before I fold my clothes and put them in
2 weeks.
in a secure place. So for you, how long will it take you to at least? Because I know you're emotionally intelligent, but are you that guy who is volunteer? Like when you go there and you eat, you're like,
course.
hii kwanza na hii?
Of course, because
Can we
I
have
wasn't
to eat some
trained.
meals?
I wasn't raised up like that.
3 meals.
At least.
After lunch and dinner. The breakfast I can
Kuna
wash
kamuvu.
those ones. Fork and knife. You have to choose your battles.
Okay, I hate doing the dishes, but
Oh.
everything else, I'll chime in and help.
Okay, cheki. Interesting. Sijui niseme ni conversation. I also don't know how true this is. So don't crucify me for not having my facts right, because it was also scraped off of the internet. I went back looking for this just to counter check nikapata. It's no longer there, but maybe someone got threatened. So Drizzy Drake, I'm a big fan. If you don't know how he moves with the ladies, neither do I, but we kind of get a hint. This nigga will throw a party, have 100 babes, the best looking babes you'll ever see, 10 niggas in the house or in the room, whatever. Atalenga wote. Won't talk to even one shorty. So, that's one thing. Now, when he gets down to handling babes or like that actual interaction with babes, he has a guy who he's employed to run his personal and private Tinder account. Drake himself doesn't run it. He's employed someone to run that account. And his job is to interview the babes. Tafuta wasichana, interview them, and then bring me the ones that unacheki watakuwa a good match.
Damn.
Now, how well do you have to know your homie for you to pick out a shorty or a guy that they won't even reject? How well, like Austin, do you trust me enough? Na inalitu hiyo conversation, inata ina hiyo conversation yenye Neville alikuwa ameleta, you know, types and that. Like for example, would you trust me enough nikulete dem na useme yenyewe hadi hapo kwa sawa?
To a certain level of degree, I'll say yes. I trust you enough to do that.
Me, I don't trust you.
No, because, okay, I have not interacted much with you that
But
much.
I've seen your type. I've seen what you like.
Exactly, that's why I'm saying I am slightly confident that you might be able to
Yeah.
surprise me here and there.
Yeah, me, I'm not confident in you.
Oh, so you mean that I'll bring you...
Mi najua utahata, bro. Mi najua utahata vibaya sana.
I know the kind of people that you like.
You've only seen one.
I've seen your streaks on Snapchat, bro.
You know what?
Those are my
know-
friends.
No,
Those are my friends.
I see
know
the
it's
follow.
type.
I see the
Wait, yo,
the profiles,
Austin, there's things you don't. Streaks. You don't talk about streaks.
and
There's
I
a
see
reason
the
as to why
likes
they're
that
streaks.
both you and Neville like on
wait.
Twitter.
No, also, I was
I've
just
seen
feeling-
them. I have seen them. Shrapnel is going to catch you. Don't worry.
Like that guy. The guy was chilling on an Instagram post.
Exactly.
But
Nev,
I
do you
get-
trust your homies enough? Do you trust me enough? Do you trust Austin or Grouchy enough?
To do the
Jimani,
thing.
Calvin, Ashley, Kelly.
Guy, Calvin, no. But before we get there, as you can see, we are at Kukito.
We love you, Calvin.
Calvin, no. Before we get to all that, remember, we are at Kukito right here. This is the third Kukito.
Yes, sir.
Of course, as you can see, Hurlingham is the place we are at, just at the Total. The third one, it's actually a week old,
A week
as we
old.
said earlier. You can get one in town. Kuna moja pale Tao, just opposite
sir.
the shopping
Marty
center.
Street.
You can get one there, Kukito. Get all your bajia, your food available real quick. Also, the fact that watu wangu wa Ruaka, if you're headed towards UN sides, Ruaka sides, Village Market sides, just there by the Ruby at
Watu wa
Gigiri,
Gigiri.
Kukito is also there. So make sure you check them out. Plus, I'm sure this is not the first and the last one that we're going to be at. So make sure you drop by Kukito. Meals for as low as 280, and you can come here and have such a good time.
Hey,
Okay.
the chicken is live. Oh
Hey,
my God.
another their bajia
yeah,
also.
bajia, man.
Ooh,
The bajias.
to die for. All right, back to the conversation.
Yes, light was.
Ask me again. So I was,
Do you
the
trust your
Kukito
homies
is in my
enough?
mind.
Do you trust me? Do you trust Austin enough? Kukuletea dem and she'll fit whatever you like them. Okay, these niggas actually did it. They ticked every box.
Some of my friends, yes. As I said, you, Andy, Calvin, no. I'm putting
Even me?
Yes, you too.
Why, bro?
Because
I
I
know
told
your
you. You think exactly there. You said
I
it.
know your type.
I don't have a type, bro. So you're gonna bring me someone who is not in that particular
Okay, I
criteria.
know. I'll bring one of your types.
Yeah, you know some qualities. So for
Okay,
Andy
oh,
and
yeah,
a few
yeah.
people, I'm sure Ashley and Kelly, they understand what's going. So for them, I would trust them to bring forth something nice. Just like the way this conversation, I threw it in another different angle. I asked my mom. I was like, I know back then in the days, you'd be told, oh, my son, you can't find someone. It's fine. I know someone from, or I know a
you
girl
know, say,
from.
do you know- Mazi.
Do you know? There was a point in my life that I was actually very open to being matchmade.
Arranged. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, me too, bro.
I
Me
told
too,
my
bro.
mom like, yo, I feel
Because
mumsy.
every other lady that I was getting,
Yeah.
I was like,
Walifanya
bro, what are these that I'm getting?
Walifanya
That's
ile
how I
kitu.
step on.
Not that it's a bad thing,
Nairobi
but
campus of
I
character
think it was
development.
just character enhancement at that point. They were just
Development
enhancing.
enhancement.
Yes, exactly.
Potato.
So I asked my mom, yo, do you have any friends who have girls that can actually...
Really?
Yes.
You asked your mom.
Yes,
Me and my mom are boys.
I should do that.
Me and my mom are boys. I just...
Yo,
asked her,
even
yo,
one of my aunties, she was like, yo, if you need me to set it up. Really? Yo, fam, let me say, you know the
Yeah,
good
but I
thing
feel like
about
my
having
family is letting me
aunties
down.
and, you know, because you know those good aunties and
Yeah.
uncles that you have in the family who you can say something even without saying it. Unajua, mmetembea kidogo mmerudi macho zikiwa red. There's that auntie or uncle who knows what's really going on.
The sun was too hot.
So for me personally, because we had this conversation with some friends who are from a different culture, and they were
Okay.
like, yo, for me, my father has already looked out for me. Even they showed me on WhatsApp messages of height, weight, occupation,
Damn.
everything of how in their culture they set it up. And I was like, I personally wouldn't mind if my momsy, not my dad, my momsy was to go out there and be like, yo, I think I've seen 2 or 3 church girls who can send in their CVs. We see what's really.
I would actually.
Unaweza chukua
I would
ka church girl
actually.
level.
Eh?
Unaweza chukua church girl.
Walai. Awafundisha.
I would actually set up my son.
Jesus.
Level stop.
I would actually set up my son.
Oh, word.
You would.
Yes.
Do you think your son would want it?
Let's
Your
talk
son would
about
be like,
DJ.
"Ay,
Let's talk
hapana."
about DJ. You'd actually pick someone up for him.
I'll ask him. Okay.
Having gone through everything you've been through in your life, Austin,
Fathers think they know everything.
you'd actually sit down and pick out options for the
be
little
like-
man them.
Yes.
Yeah, at the files.
Like I'll sit him down and ask him. Okay, you've gotten to a point that
You need
you're
to straighten
becoming a
them.
man. You're knowing a lot of things, and I being the elder statesman in this house, being
State man.
Wow.
Wow.
so, I have a few people that I want you to meet.
Wait, allow me to picture this as a presentation.
Yes.
Yeah, as you go, like ukona PowerPoint up also.
Yes.
Yeah, just proceed.
I'd like you for you to
Yeah.
meet.
Yeah.
Slide 1,
Wanjiku.
we have Wanjiku. Slide 2,
Anaweka supu kwa
Catherine.
scrambled eggs.
no, we list.
Nimaliza.
No. The SI unit has to be sapiosexual. All of
Okay,
them.
okay.
All of them.
You're
I don't
the
want,
constant.
I don't want my son going through sufferation.
What if he likes that?
Yeah.
Sufferation.
Anataka
Leave it.
Gideon.
Kama yeye ndo anawafanyia ile kitu sasa
Anataka
ana
kutoa ya
ma strong goal.
what if
Ah,
TJ
never.
is the one bringing them from here to being sapiosexuals?
What if he wants to be the principal? The dean of character development.
Hakuna kitu utadu. But okay, proceed. But
Sapiosexual.
akidecline sasa utaduaje
Okay.
after a whole presentation and a whole podcast?
I'm the one paying the rent in that house. And I'm older than him.
This is what parents results to at the end of I'm paying the rent.
I'm paying the rent.
Under my
I
roof.
buy you yogurt. Okay?
Yogurt.
You live under my...
Okay.
Those are the threats I use with him.
Now.
Damn, those threats when we used to be children, your parents would be like, I'll brought you into this world and I'll take you out of it. You're like, wow, that is murder, mom.
Wale kunaambiwa nini? Just that.
That was one of them.
Yeah.
Hata hiyo ya when you'd eat at someone else's house, which was like a big sin back then. And I wish you huko.
Lala
Go and
huko
live
watu.
there. And that time you love home so much, you're like, niishi huko.
Wait, how are you seeing that through TJ right now?
Okay.
Because you're kind of
With
like
my-
our peer, so
No
umepitia vitu zenye
PlayStation.
Okay, with my
tumepitia.
son,
Yeah.
I usually...
TV.
I don't beat him up.
Okay.
That's one thing. The only time that I have used a cane on him was when he beat up a girl, and that's the only offense that I usually tell him to his
Alafu watu wao
face.
wajuangi. Mtu wao anacheki ni mtu mwingine.
Okay,
Hizo ma
he
social
knows.
norms bado
Right
ama?
now he knows he's in touch with that. He cannot
Okay.
touch girls.
Okay.
He actually protects them. But when it comes to any other form of discipline, I'll just tell him, you know what? Today you're not sleeping under a net. Mosquitoes are going to bite you.
Wow.
Or
The next.
or I just put him in the balcony. He doesn't like darkness. I switch off the light.
The one.
I switch off the light from the sitting room and then make him stand at the balcony and just tell him, you see the balcony there? People who are in discipline like you stand there. And they get eaten by mosquitoes. So, or
one
I keep
works.
quiet. Or I just keep quiet and just tell him, you know what? I'm pissed at you.
Have you ever told TJ do you?
Yeah.
Baba yako akikwambia do you?
It has never gotten to that because I just keep quiet and just look at him and he feels like, okay.
That's the worst. I used to
Damn.
hate it when my parents would give me the silent treatment.
Yeah.
Because I would always arrange how I'm gonna run away from home and then cook me my best meal and then
To bribe you.
eat it. without liking. But you're like, I want to run away today, tomorrow. So
when I'm full.
I know those childhood memories are what we live for. But talking about childhood, just being a father, Austin, have you ever used your child to get out of something you don't want to do?
Yell them. Yo, TJ needs a stipend, bro.
Yell them.
So many times.
So many times.
So many times, especially when during those times, the phases that I was not stable.
When you are a hoe.
I didn't want to say that, Andy.
That's why I said it
Chill
for
out,
you.
Andy.
When Austin was a hoe.
I'd say, you know what? I want to go pick up my son, and if you don't mind, I'll see you later.
And you're calling me toxic?
No, I'm not
you lied
toxic.
on your son's name, and you're calling
I'm not
me
toxic. I'm just saying I don't want to be with you in
you're
an
not.
indirect way.
How is that not toxic?
I don't want to be with you in an indirect way.
But I get it. But does TJ know that you use him as an excuse?
He's an ultimate wingman.
Wow.
Actually, I am one of those fathers. I actually wish for my son to get to 18 when I start going with him. Nianze kwenda out na yeye.
Why?
Because I feel he'll be able to do a lot of things for me.
Like
Not
okay,
like
no, I know.
slavery,
Rihanna, babe. Oh.
like the bond that I have.
I was trying not to go.
Like what?
Eh?
I was
like
really
getting
trying
for
not
you the
to go.
drinks from the bar. Yeah, Cindy.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a conversation that I need to have with him.
But I admire at least
Oh, man.
for you, and I'm sure maybe some other fathers are picking this up, like just being different.
Yeah.
Because Kitambo,
I like it.
being deadbeat was a thing. Like your
It was
father
sexy.
would come, do his thing, way too sexy for this, and then move on and get another family, which was so. But now being a deadbeat is not the thing.
Do you know?
So
like,
congrats, that's good,
2
though.
weeks ago, I beat him at Mortal Kombat. Initially, he used to cry. So right now, he picked up the character of this Sub-Zero. The nigga whooped my ass. He was like,
Hey,
yo,
back.
bro, I have nimekupiga.
So there's
China.
that car healthy. It's like you have your homie.
Yeah, so
at home
I
with
was
you.
like, yo, bro,
Safi.
this is good. I'm enjoying
that's
this,
nice.
but you need more practice. But I said, no more practice. This is my character. This is the guy that I'm playing with. So it's those little relationship that you forge with your kindred that makes it really worthwhile in the future. Because uni mtu mwenye atakaa atasema, okay, my dad was this and this person. They won't remember the money that you gave them. They won't remember everything else that, I don't know, you went to this place. It's those small gestures that you do towards them. Those are the ones that stick to their hearts.
Okay.
I don't know. Growing up, I've never thought of this, but I don't know if it's a conversation. I've never thought of my family or my father leaving me inheritance. I've never thought of it in a way that I'm this guy who is like for me in my mind right now when I'm walking towards Nini, I'm not thinking of what will my parents leave me, what will my, because all our parents, if you're watching this, I'm sure you all have resources, land, cars, whatever, many things. But for me personally, I've never been that person who thinks my parent is obligated to give me something. Even if my parent today, kwa will, whether they write it or not, okay, there are those important things, but even then they don't leave me their 360 million or whatever, I think I'm Gucci with that. I don't know how you guys feel. Do you ever think of, and you have your parents, nini, both of them, are you usually like, damn, Dad, are you going to leave me something? Austin, have you thought of the same thing about your father? Have you ever thought of, Dad, damn, you have a plot of land, I want that. And are you thinking the same for your son? Andy? As the
Interestingly, I've never had this conversation with my parents. Story inheritance, never. And it's never even crossed my mind. I've never even thought about them. Maybe one time I'm gonna but I'm thinking of where I'm going to be maybe 10 years or 20 years down the line to a place where say nikisema my grandkids, even if they don't work, they'll be Gucci.
Generational.
Yeah, generational wealth. That's where my mind is at. Because yeah, live through times when you see your parents not getting anything from their parents because the struggle. Si kila mtu anakuanga na hizi vitu. And I'm happy for if your parent has land, vile never nasema liquid assets. Ni poa, maybe a company you're taking over after, unateki. That's well and good, but kuna quote inakuanga imetumika sana, if you came from nothing, you have to give everything. Leave your people with something. Unaona? So, I'm not saying I didn't come from anything. My parents have blessed me so much. Unaona? Kulingana na uwezo wao. But now for me, I don't want to be that guy, that dad, that granddad who's creating wealth for my kids, my grandkids. So mentally, that's a very good question. Zifikiria. I don't know story.
Kuna boy wangu fulani alikuwa anania. They just said, you know, you might be told a conversation and then you just say it to someone else subconsciously. So they were like, hey, mimi nitaachiwa building fulani. Yeah.
I think inheritance is a very serious conversation that parents need to have with their kids. And if at all I'm looking forward to an inheritance, I would appreciate if my father introduced me to his craft at an early age so that it's actually inculcated in me that, you know what, this is his livelihood and this is what is keeping us afloat. Same thing applies to me. If at all I'd want to TJ to come into the production business, I'd be bringing him once in a while to most of our shoots, but they're PG. I can't bring him right now. But I'll be telling him, okay, this is what I do. I actually show him the productions that we do. Every time I pick him up on Friday from the mom, I show him, okay, this is what dad does. And he knows Grouchy, he knows G, all of those. So I think just making sure that your kid understands what you do and understands the process that you did to actually get that wealth, then the issue of inheritance will not suffice because they'll be working towards making their own form of wealth.
Okay. Yo, now kuna kitu mention maze. Have you ever cussed in front of your parents?
Yes.
Oops. How was that? Has TJ ever cussed in front of you and you're like, yeah, you weren't supposed to say that? And
yes.
Have you also cussed as a parent?
Yes.
Like oops, TJ was
and
there.
He told me, Dad, bad word.
Really?
Yes, he told me, Dad, that's a bad word. I was like, so I had to apologize. I had to say, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Ngoza. The time you cussed in front of your mom, how was the mood?
Wow.
Like kwa your room, like kulikuwa aje?
Neville.
You all have seen my mom on the prank. The worst part about it was that we were in the car and we were at a petrol station. So everything was silent. Everything was like, there was no like, ati ulisema, ati
it was clear.
Yeah, I just
clear as day.
Dropped the F-bomb and she looked at me and it was a whole preaching session. Like, she told me so many Bible verses. She told me it was, some part, me,
I love moms.
Me, I'd rather my parent beats me, canes me severely than lecture me. Like, even the things she said are in my mind till now, and I'm like, no way, that is more trauma than I deserved. But yeah, it's the worst part, cursing in front of your parent. Me, I wouldn't even want to do it again. I usually have the cuss words here, but I'm like, when you're with Mamsi, put them at the back of your mind.
You're on radio.
What were you all doing? What were you all doing for TJ to cuss?
I was...
No. I
was preparing dinner. I was preparing dinner, and then he was sitting there on his tablet. So I sliced my finger and then I just dropped the fuck. He said, yo, Dad, that's
language,
a bad word.
Please.
That's a bad word.
I have no finger, son.
So that the nigga is a snitch. He snitched on me.
To the moms.
Of course. You're an adult. You're not supposed to be speaking like this to your son.
Damn. Now, you see, you're getting lectures from your mom. He's getting lectures from TJ's mom. Now, what about the time that TJ cussed? Mulikuwa mnafanya nini?
No. Okay, that was a nasty experience that I wouldn't want to recall.
Okay.
But yeah.
Oh, I thought dads would take it more lightly.
But I took it lightly, so I just told him, okay, that's not a very good word.
Ndo nilikuwa nikuulize, you and the mom, yeah? At what age are you all going to be cool with him cussing?
When he's 18.
Before he decides mimi ni kichwa ngumu,
When he's
hata
18.
niambia kitu.
When he's 18.
Okay.
I'm actually going to allow him to do so many other things that so many guys in his age do, but he has to know that there are consequences to that.
Okay.
If he wants to fly around in the streets like some people that I know gallivanting around town,
Just say their names. Just drop their names.
I'm just going to tell him, yo, bro, this is the thing. There's so many guys out here who are spreading bad energy. I wouldn't want you to catch that bad energy. So
And
please
diseases.
be careful. Be careful out there.
Yeah.
If you want to go drink alcohol, please don't operate a vehicle. Just take a cab home.
Responsibility.
Yeah.
Responsible drinking.
If you want to smoke some marijuana,
of course, if you want to smoke,
come with smoke.
That's the first time.
Remember, we are not going
if
there.
you need yourself some lunch, you can be in the office.
Some munchies.
Some munchies.
After
You
the
can
gig.
be watching this episode on a Friday morning and you're like, damn, today is the day I go to Kukito. Pass by Kukito in town. You can get it there on Kimathi Street. If you're on those sides for UN, Gigiri, just by the Rubies, there's a Kukito there. And also, Hurlingham, Daystar, Watuongwa East sides, you can just come here by the Total. You're going to see the Kukito. Walk in here, get yourself some bajia, chicken, get yourself some fries, just munch and munch and munch. So pull up to Kukito, meals for as low as 250, 280.
280 maze.
Umeweka do kwa mfuko. I don't
Uko
know if
nice.
you move to open mic.
Wait, before that. Lockdown sessions tonight,
Yes,
maze.
sir.
Yeah, we
Grouchy
have the
and
5-star
Topaz.
DJ Topaz
And Grouchy.
link up now. Mr. Do the thing.
Mr. Do the thing.
Grouchy. Yeah, that's
dropping.
dropping tonight. Make sure inaitwaje when you set the reminder, the notification
Hit the
bell
bell.
pale YouTube.
Yes.
Make sure you click on it. Also hapo chini yake, make sure you subscribe so that anything we drop maze, you're alerted.
Ban
So
your head tap.
Mr. Grouchy throwing it down tonight with Mr. Topaz. That's gonna be a maza. And then kesho asubuhi.
10 a.m.
Is it 10 ama inakuanga 9?
9 a.m.
9, it's
9
9 a.m.
9 a.m.
9
Wake up
a.m. Premier gang maze, Premier gang, wake up
Yeah,
call,
shout
man
out
like
to-
Grouchy. More vibes coming your way. Also, damn, into the plug maze. Chop shop pod.
We are back.
Yo, let me not
Oh,
even
you guys
lie.
are back?
This pod almost was the chop shop
Morphing
pod.
to-
almost,
Yeah,
almost. It's just that. Yeah, Mr.
But
Man
check
is
us
here.
out, the Chop Shop pod on Instagram too. We've dropped 2 episodes. Check them out, and I'm sure you'd love it. But before we get there, guys, Mumelan lyrics kwa kichwa. The other day I was in the outside and I was hearing Peru, and the only part I was
On
is
your
Peru,
mommy.
Peru. The understand
It's so
one, I
so
only know
infectious, bro.
Yo, it's
only
back
infectious.
outside when lyrics are in your mind.
I think understand
but-
needs to be shelved right now. It's
Yo,
been
there-
overplayed.
I saw a tweet of songs that are holding Africa by the throat. Ziko
Bruh.
mingi.
Like
Jerusalem.
even being the outside being open is not even helping the situation at all.
Pia ile above the head. We need to
I
shelf
was
that
hoping you
song.
wouldn't
Yo,
say
Jay-Z
that.
on Instagram.
Jay-Z on Instagram. Yo, is he gonna stay? Is he gonna leave? Ameingia na post moja ya some movie dropping on Netflix.
The Harder They Fall?
The Harder They Fall.
Executive producer.
The executive
Yes,
producer.
amepiga IG story, amepiga post moja, only follows Beyonce. Beyonce follows him back.
Yeah,
Only
Beyonce.
one post, over 1.5 million followers as we speak. I feel like Jamato amekuwa influencer maze. He's in the bag now. Like
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna put music to the side. He has a new record by the King Kong Rhythm with Kina Bakroji and them. So I think he'll be getting involved just kiasi in music, but he's pulling off a Rihanna. If I'm not wrong.
He already pulled off Ariana a long time ago.
Well, he's going to do it again. So I feel like he's here to stay on social media. I don't know. He's going to change the game. Ina feel hivyo. Nyinyi mnaonaje?
He's a mogul in his own business, so
Okay.
it's only a matter of time to see what he has in bag for us.
Do you think he's going to stay?
Yes.
Okay.
Damn, I don't think Jay-Z's he's gonna lose his password again. And then it's gonna be a Maza once again. But yeah, it's good to see at least the goods. Once or twice show us their life. But I love seeing Jay-Z on other profiles and other accounts. So I appreciate Hove like that. Also shout out to Hove who got the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah, he got
in
inducted
music.
the other day,
That's
bro.
a big deal, and
Yeah.
he's doing amazingly well. So that's one of the questions on Open Mic. If you don't know Open Mic is a segment at the end of the podcast where we dive into some of the questions, suggestions, comments that you have been putting out there on our socials, sending them to @themics_are_open on Twitter and on Instagram, plus on our personal profiles. And
Maze.
Andy, you have something for us?
Yeah, from Kayleigh Lawrence. I think maybe we kind of have touched on this, but she gets into the details. From a man's perspective, people have different tastes when it comes to dating. Let's say physically, someone never fitted their criteria, like maybe too fat, too skinny, too lean, or that. And then you go and work on that. Say you lose a couple of kgs. And then now, when you've toned, when you've done the damn thing, you're glowing up, they come back, you know, and they're trying to hit on you. But they rejected you earlier on. But right now, cause man's a snack or girls looking like a whole meal, Uber Eats, nini. Now the fella wants a piece of that.
Yeah.
So the question is, are we going to allow that to happen? Do you trust someone to come back into your life after they rejected you because of how you look like or how you are?
Hit the
and now you're
road,
different?
Jack, and don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack,
For me,
and
ni
don't you
kitu
come back
safi
no
ende
more.
chain. Kitu safi
You're
ende
gonna allow
chain.
them to come back and
Mi ni kitu safi iende chain.
ile si safi
No, mimi nasema mimi.
lakini ile si safi.
Me, I can only talk about myself. Hata chain ukifunga, padlock ndo huwa inashikilia katikati. So for me personally, kitu safi iende chain. For me, if I was even the one who, you know, dissed you in the beginning na sasa unataka kunipea chance, it's so good.
Really?
Yeah. Well, as I said, for me, I'm kind of understanding, especially to that aspect of life, because things do happen. Glow up, mental, nini. So for me, because I can only reject in the past, na sayoko in the future.
I'm the stone that got rejected, bro.
I am the stone that the day you refuse. I am the
Inile rejected. Yo, unasema are you taking her back?
No.
Are you gonna entertain her
ameshasema, hit
vibes?
the road, Jack.
Exactly, because what is your nini?
No, we can
Maintain
still
the
work
same energy.
something.
bana.
Exactly.
Ule mse alienda.
Keep
Nah,
the same
we can-
energy.
we
That
can
guy
do
went
something
lane.
up.
That guy left.
Neville Mazemi, I failed to understand. Let us know in the comment section, Maze.
Yeah, comment below.
Someone didn't mess with you kitambo because you didn't glow up. Like, una vile Diamond alikuwa naka before.
ni sawa.
Unacheki kapesa kakaingia. Nini?
Sasa kana nani wanabambika hapo.
Are you letting them mess with you again if they didn't mess with you before they glow up? Let me know in the comment section below, Maze.
Yes, sir, and shout out to you. Thank you very much for being with us, Manze. Our numbers are great. Everything is terrific, but we could still do more. So subscribe on Spotify and where you get this podcast from. All the DSPs, make sure you subscribe. Tell people about us. 10 people about us. You're our ambassador. Also on the Good Company on YouTube. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the thing. As usual, we have a lot in stock. On the outside is open.
Bruh.
It's gonna be a maza. Plus, big shout out to Kukito. Thank you very much, Kukito. We're in Kukito, Harlingham, right by the Total. Make sure you pass by through. They have an amazing staff. The things are just amazing here, from the food.
Very, very polite.
Everything is so Gucci up in here. And if you hear it from us, you definitely know it's credible. So, episode 132.
It's a wrap.
Yes, sir.
I've been Andy Young.
Neville.
Austin.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, Maze, peace out. Also, don't ask about the old guys, Maze. They've got to start their own podcast.
Yeah.
This is the new thing, man.
Don't ask for
new
complimentary
wave.
tickets too.
Yeah, when the cats are away.
The big dogs will play.